Hello and welcome to the first of a few sessions that we're running, brought to you from Campfire. I am called Grace, I'm a yoga instructor, but what we're trying to do is create some flow movements that are going to give you a better range of motion, a better way of breathing, and better functionality and strength at that range as well. So over the next few weeks, we're going to do some flow sessions where I'm going to talk you through some different movements that are also going to build strength. And hopefully you enjoy them and hopefully you notice a difference. So yeah, thank you. Starting in a seated position, you can be cross-legged or kneeling, whichever feels better for you. And you're just going to let your arms be heavy. Just bring your hands to rest in your lap and close your eyes. We're just going to take a few rounds of slow, steady breaths here. So inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. And just continuing in this way, you're going to try and really fill that upper body with breaths on the inhale. And exhale to let it out. And breathing from the bowl of the belly right up to the collarbones. Try and lengthen as you breathe in. And exhale out through the mouth. Just taking a few more rounds like this, maybe 2 or 3. And I'm just feeling that ribcage expand with each breath in. Nice, and then one more round all at the same time. Exhale out through the mouth. Nice, and just taking that left ear towards your left shoulder. Just breathing into that right side of the neck. And from there, roll the chin in towards the chest. Breathing into that space between your shoulders. And right ear towards the right shoulder this time. Still letting the arms be heavy. Nice, and rolling your chin in towards your chest. Nice, and from there, just slowly bringing the head back upright and coming into a twist. So you're going to take your right hand across to your left knee. Take your left hand behind you and just use the arms to guide you into a twist here. Make sure you're twisting from the belly. Keep the chest nice and broad. Then coming back to center, just taking it straight over to the other side. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind the back. And again, you're just using the arms just to ease the chest open, ease yourself into the twist. And coming back to center. From here, walk the hands forward and start to unravel the legs, heading into all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, just taking a few cat-cows just to begin. So on that full inhale, you're going to arc the belly down, lift the sit bones, lift the chin. And exhale, round the back. Again, inhale, shine the chest forward. Exhale to round. Just continuing for another 2 to 3 breaths. Try and keep the spine long as you arc. And keep that space as you exhale. Nice, making this round your final round. And from here, you're going to start to sit the hips back towards the heels. Bring the big toes together. Shuffle the knees a little bit wider. And you're going to settle the hands forward, coming into a child's pose. Just let the head rest here. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe into your back as well as your chest. So think about the ribcage expanding in all directions, like a 3-dimensional movement. Just a few breaths here. Nice, one more breath. Breathe into the back, breathe into the sides. Sigh it out. Then press through the hands. You're going to start to round to roll forwards. Bring the shoulders back over the wrists. And you're going to step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Nice, just take a moment here. Start to sink the hips a little bit further forwards. And then you're taking that right foot back, sinking the hips back, coming into your child's pose. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, round to roll forward. Step that left foot to the left hand this time. Nice, just try and draw the hips forward. Nice, and take that left leg back, child's pose. I'm going to do this a few times. Round to roll forward, right foot to the outside of that right hand. Nice, keep reaching the chest forward, keep the upper body nice and long, back towards the heels. Round forwards, left foot to left. Nice, we're going to do that 2 more times on each side. And trying to keep all 4 corners of the feet on the mat as you step forward. Nice. Keeping the knee stacked above the ankle. Back to child's pose and just try and allow the breath to help guide you through the movements. This last time like this. Left foot steps forward. Let's take that left foot back. And this time we're going to add in a twist. You're going to round to roll forward. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and you're going to reach your right arm up. Gaze towards the fingertips. And try and create one long line from your left hand to your right hand. Then bring that right hand back down. Step your right foot back. Knees wide, child's pose. Round to roll forwards, left side. So left foot steps forward. Right knee lifts and into that twist. Left arm reaches up. Try and keep the hips low here. Keep the chest reaching towards the top of the mat. Left hand down. Left foot steps back. Knees to the mat. Hips towards the heels. Round forwards, right side. Step that right foot forward. Reach your right arm up. Nice. Inhale as you twist. And again, keep pressing that back heel away. Keep the hips nice and low. Right hand down to the mat. Step back. Knees to the ground. Hips back. Round forwards. Left side. Nice. Do this one more time on each side. And you should start to feel like you can twist a little bit more each time. You can roll that right shoulder back a little bit more. Maybe you can sink the hips a little bit more. Nice. Final side, left arm reaches up. Inhale as you twist. Bring your left hand back down to the mat. Nice. Step back into your plank. And start to lower your knees, lower your hips. Again, just take a moment here in your child's pose. Nice full, deep breaths. And starting to warm up even more, we're going to round to roll forwards. And we're heading into our downward dog. So you're going to curl your toes. Press the mat away from you. Lift your hips. Let your head be heavy. Then maybe bend the knees, reach the heels towards the back of the mat, maybe nod and shake the head. Take any movements here that feel good for you. Nice. From here, we're gonna round forwards. You're gonna come into a plank. So you're bringing your shoulders over your wrists. Nice. From here, we're gonna take a slow press up. Option to use your knees if you need to. Lowering the chest, pressing back up. And from there, you're gonna lead through the hips. And you take your right hand back to tap your left ankle. Bring that right hand forward, roll back into your plank. Nice. Same again, lowering down as you press up. Coming back to that plank, draw the hips back. Left hand to right ankle. Nice, roll forwards. Lower down on the exhale. Back to your plank. Lift the hips. Tap that left ankle with the right hand. Nice, one more time. Nice, and then from here, just bring yourself back to your plank. Shoulders over your wrists. Slowly lower down onto your belly. And then bring your hands forward, bring your shoulders over your elbows, bring your forearms down onto the mat. You're just going to use your hands to pull the chest forward, bring that length into the lower back. Reach your toes towards the back of the mat. And you can either gaze straight down, or you can take your gaze up. Whatever feels better for you. And take the elbows nice and wide, hands under the shoulders, curl the toes, press to all fours, and downward dog. Take a full breath in your downward dog. Again, think about breathing into the back as well as the chest. And then rolling high onto the toes, you're going to take little steps to walk up to the top of the mat. So just putting one foot in front of the other. Bend the knees if you need to get there. Coming into a forward fold, hands are about just ahead of your toes, feet are about hip width apart. And just grab opposite elbows, just take a few rocks here. Once again, if you need to bend the knees and really bring the rib cage to rest on the thighs, that's fine. Then just letting the arms hang, slowly start to round, curling up to stand. Roll the shoulders back, then shuffle the feet in slightly. We're going to come into a standing balance. So we're going to squeeze our right knee in. And you're going to bend that left leg, create a little shelf, and bring your right ankle to your left thigh. Sink back as though you're sitting on a chair. Hands can rest on the legs, hands can be together. Arms can reach up, whichever feels better for you. And try and squeeze the hips back together. Keep the back line of the body nice and long. Nice. From here, you're going to start to reach the arms up. You're going to stand up tall, squeeze this right leg in with you. And then you're going to step that right foot back, coming into a lunge. Touch your knee onto the mat. Reach it up with the arms. And then reach the fingertips forward just ahead of those left toes. From here, we're going to draw a big circle with that left arm to come into a twist. So your right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back, twisting from the belly. Nice full deep breaths, still breathing right to the top of the chest. And then reach that right arm up. Just let that left arm float down behind you. Nice, feeling that stretch in your right side. Circle the hands back down just ahead of the toes. Transfer the weight into that left foot, and you're going to come straight up to stand. Right knee squeezes in. Back to the top of the mat. Step your right foot down, and we're taking it to the other side. So you're drawing your left leg up. Again, coming into that one-legged balance. Knee rolls out to the left, draw the hips back, reach the arms forward. Breathing here, nice full controlled breaths. And then start to stand up tall, squeeze that left knee in. Step back to your lunge slowly. Nice, reach up and float the hands down. Circle that right arm back, coming into that twist. Left arm forward. Reach through the fingertips, try and broaden through the chest. And reach that left arm up, right arm down behind you. Circle the hands down. Again, reach forward, reach ahead of the toes. Transfer the weight into that right foot. And stand up at the top of the mat. Left leg comes with you. We're going to do that again on the other side. Right leg squeezes in. Nice, draw the hips back, bend into that knee. Again, this time you should feel like you can get a little bit lower with the hips. You've got a bit more control over the movement. Right leg steps back. Nice, reach up on the inhale. Reach forward on the exhale. Circle that left arm back. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Reach that right arm up. Circle the hands down, frame that foot. Fingertips reach forward. Transfer the weight. Stand up tall, squeeze that leg in. Take it to the other side, left leg draws in. Nice, draw the hips back. Nice, maybe you can sink a little bit more on this side. Stand up tall, preparing for that lunge. Sweep that left leg back. Left knee to the mat. Inhale. Fingertips reach forward. Right arm circles back, left arm reaches forward. Pause here. Left arm floats up. Breathing into your left side. Circle the hands down ahead of those right toes. Press through that foot, stand straight up tall. And then bring the hands down by your sides, plant both feet, and start to round roll forwards. Then one vertebrae at a time. Coming into a forward fold. From here, you're going to plant the hands, soften the knees, and then just walk the feet back, going into your downward dog. From your downward dog, bring your knees down nice and wide, big toes together. Draw the hips back towards the heels. Coming into a child's pose. From there, spread the fingers around to roll forwards. Move back to all fours. Downward dog. From our downward dog, I'm going to walk the hands in to the back of the mat. From your forward fold position, you're going to slowly round to roll up. Stand up tall, take a moment here. Curl back down towards the mat. Walk forwards into your plank. Spread your fingers, press the mat away from you. And then start to lower the hips for a cobra pose. So reach the chest forward, lower the hips down towards the ground. And from there, draw the belly in, draw the hips back, downward dog. And we're going to take a pike press up. So you're going to press through the hands, keep those hips nice and high. And you're going to start to squeeze the elbows in, lower the head, just ahead of the fingertip. And then press back to downward dog. Walk the hands in, back towards the feet. Slowly start to round to roll up. Take a moment here. We're going to do that again and add to it each time. Curl back down towards the mat. Walk the hands forward for your plank. Nice. Dome the upper back. Hug the belly in towards the spine. And then start to reach the chest forward, lower the hips, taking your cobra pose. Nice, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Belly draws in, hips draw back. Come back to your downward dog. We're adding in 2 push-ups this time. So roll those shoulders back, draw the elbows in, tap the head to the mat. 1 round there. Second one. From your downward dog, walk the hands straight back towards the feet. Nice, roll up to stand. Roll down towards the mat. Nice, hands walk forward, coming back into your plank. Staying strong in your plank, take a full breath in. As you exhale, draw the hips towards the mat, cobra pose, lift the chin on the inhale. Downward dog on the exhale. 3 pike press-ups this time, so keep the fingers nice and wide. Draw the elbows in, lean forward and down. Just move with the breath. Maybe picking the pace up just a little bit. Once you've done your 3, walk the hands back in. Nice, round up to stand. And again, heading down towards the mat, walk the hands out. From your plank, sink your hips, lift your chest. Downward dog. 4 press-ups this time, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Just moving with the breath. Walking straight back in towards the feet. Two more rounds to go, heading back down towards the mat. Hands under the shoulders, full breath in. Exhale to cobra. Draw the hips back. And 5 this time. Just move at your own pace. Keep that breathing slow and steady. One more. Straight back towards the feet. Forward fold. Unravel to stand. And last set now. Roll down towards the mat. Walking the hands out, heading into your plank. Keep the shoulders engaged. And sink the hips. Cobra. Inhale here. Downward dog. Take a moment in your downward dog. Root down through the feet. Soften the knees if you need to. Squeeze the elbows in. 6 reps. Slow, steady breaths. Nearly there. Draw the hips back. Walk back towards your feet. And shuffle the feet a little bit wider. Grab opposite elbows and once again soften the knees if you need to. Just take a few rocks from side to side here. Release the arms, bend into the knees, curl up to stand. And then from here, we're gonna head back towards the mat. Walk the hands forward, going into your downward dog. Then from your downward dog, you're gonna roll onto your toes, gaze towards your fingertips, draw your hips back. And you're going to step 1 foot at a time to the outside of your hands. Draw your heels in, draw your toes out, sink your hips coming down into a squat. If you're on your toes, that's absolutely fine, don't worry. Maybe just take the feet a little bit wider and see how that feels. And slowly we're going to draw the hips back, come into a seat, curl the knees in, and roll onto our backs. It's taking a few gentle rocks from side to side. Massaging the spine into the ground. And then planting the feet. Take the arms wide. Lengthen the back of your neck into the mat. Maybe cactus the arms. You can take the fingertips up or the fingertips down. Whichever feels better for you. We're going to let both knees roll over to the left. Just taking a few gentle twists here. Roll back to center. And both legs rolling to the right. Then coming back to center, squeeze the knees in. And then roll back up to a seat, just coming back to where you started at the top of the mat. Hands rest in the lap and just returning back to that breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth.